welcome to Families Against Incarceration Rape. Rape should not be a part of your loved one's prison sentence. Help support FAIR today by joining the movement, signing the petition, and contacting your local government agencies and prison authorities to protect your loved ones against prison rape. Hi guys, today I would like to talk about something that is really bad, and it's called prison rape. So the title of this video is Families Against Incarceration Rape. And the reason I say families because like they say, it takes a village, right? So the village is built from individual families. If the individual families are dysfunctional, then you're going to have a dysfunctional village, no matter what someone says. If the family is dysfunctional, you can walk out the door and all those dysfunctional families come into the village. You're going to have a dysfunctional village. So I want to say that being incarcerated does not mean that a person should be victimized by rape, victimized by being beat up, victimized by not getting good medical care, victimized by not getting good mental health care while you're incarcerated, victimized by not being treated humanely. And with that said, all those other things that I named, people focus on that and say, yeah, they get on the bandwagon, but it seems like people ignore that rape part because it's usually inmate on inmate. Although lately in the news, there's been promotion to get victims that are, or not to get the victims, but to get, what's the word I'm trying to say? That's bringing attention to females that were taken advantage of and raped by prison guards or correctional officers that were in charge of them. So that is wrong in itself. So you can imagine, why do men not come forward who have been victimized? Is it the stigma that another man has taken advantage of another man? Is it a stigma? Is it hurting, damaging to the male soul? Is damaging to the male persona that you've been victimized? I would like for you to know that you are a victim. If a man has taken advantage of you while you're incarcerated and it's against your will, it's against your will, and you are a victim. No woman that has any compassion and empathy is going to blame you for being victimized. So I want to get that out the way. Any woman that loves you and have compassion will not blame you for being victimized. Now, flip that other side. If you have been victimizing another man while you're incarcerated, then that's a whole nother ball game, because you're a whole different kind of monster to do that to someone. You're a predator. So let's watch this video, and I would like for people to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment about this video. When you see this video of this young man, how he's describing people making jokes about male rape, and that's the culture. It's like when you go to prison, you should be continually victimized, and that's what a lot of people fight against. That a lot of people have stigmas when they come out. I've heard people say, oh, you're people are doing this to me just because I've been formerly incarcerated. Some of the people, you're just, they are rotten. It has nothing to do with you being incarcerated, people treating you a certain way, because some people just have, just like the general population, if your character sucks, it sucks. Has nothing to do with being incarcerated. I know my parents raised me, treat people the way you want to be treated. But you aggress towards somebody and then they respond in kind, they're not responding because you've been incarcerated. They are responding to what you're giving them. But getting back to the subject at hand is Families Against Incarceration Rape. Look for that. Support it when you see it, because it's something that needs to be talked about, and I wish more people would talk about it. I've been inadvertently, unknowingly talking about it. I've been at events where we've been in discussion about reentry and having being put in a group and just arbitrarily saying things and not realizing it was triggering. And the more and more I get out there in the community, as people share their stories, some people just, the other day, a gentleman just was freely giving I won't say inside information, but freely telling of his experience. I will say that he was sharing of his experience, and another gentleman said, hey, like, we don't usually talk about it. We talk about it amongst ourselves because we feel like only we can understand it. But it's like, what do they say? Show you a person's first 5 closest friends, and that's who they are. So if you just stay around that, you're never going to get out of that mode of thinking. That mindset is going to stay the same if people continually reinforcing that same mindset. For me, I like to have growth, so I like to be around different people, experiencing different people, because I feel like I can learn from everybody, and that's why I try to get that experience. But I'm not going to go around, like, I don't do drugs, so I'm not gonna go, I don't need to hang around people that are doing drugs to know that experience, because I already can read and see that I can do that vicariously. I don't have to have that experience. I don't run the street, so I don't have to hang around that, even though I have people, I treat people the way I want to be treated. So even people in the street will talk to me and share things with me, because they know I'm coming from my heart and I'm not being judgmental or prejudicial towards anybody. And even I've been told, like, hey, stop that, stop talking to them, you're too friendly and all that. Is like, whatever, you're out there pretending you are. But I just think that you should watch this video, and whew, it's really heartbreaking to watch. It is. It's heartbreaking to watch this video, because you can see the hurt that this young man felt, and he felt nowhere to turn to, because the people who even were supposed to protect them, that was on the outside, they had keys to get out and go home. They're brutalizing him even more. Just watch the video. And remember to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this.
He's the one who famously said, I'd take a bullet for Donald Trump. Well, now that he's looking at prison time, we'll see if he's willing to take a stick.
People think that prisoners deserve whatever they get.
Police report described him as 5'9" and 140 pounds. Or as his cellmate put it, just right.
I was forced to perform oral sex on several inmates. I was told, you aren't going to fight back, are you, sweetness?
But you're going to be going back to the shower. And the only speed you're going to reach is 88 dudes per hour.
Someone's going through that. Someone's going through that right now. And to make a joke about it, it's a slap in the face. Being raped or sexually assaulted in prison is not part of the punishment. No one deserves that. We're still human beings. There's no guards that sit right here. There's nothing. There was nothing. It's like they had to come from way over here, which is the booking area, to come and see anything that was going on in here.
Hey, Greg, what the hell are you doing in here?
Shower time.
What are you doing with that loofah?
Don't worry about it.
I was taking a shower, and in comes a guy.
You told me not to worry about it.
He says, "Bitch, face the fucking wall, or I'll break your fucking neck." I felt like dirt. I felt like I didn't even exist. I was just there. My bunk was tapped by a guy who then explained to me that he owned me. He had purchased me from the guy who anally raped me for $20 worth of commissary items. And I was now his property. He was my prison husband. If he wanted to utilize me to pay off gambling debts, I could be bartered. Talking to staff would have been the end of my life. Staff actually came on the tier, and my husband was saying, "Oh, watch what I can make my hoe do," and he made me dance for him and the staff member too. They all laughed about it. Staff shook his head and walked out the door. Like, "Oh man, y'all crazy."
Next up is Pearl, aka Lil Bitch. I wonder who Big Bitch is.
That would be me.
Lucky you.
I had to sit down and urinate. I had to face the wall to shower. I was not allowed at any point in time to have any mention of me being a man or having a penis. I had to wear a tucker to pull back the genitals to give the appearance of a vagina. It's extremely painful to wear most of the time. I had to wear it all of the time. It may just be as simple as me raising my voice and getting smacked to me referring to myself as a he and getting punched. Any type of deviation from his rules were the threat of violence. I lost me here. I lost my humanity here. I lost my identity here. I lost myself here. And so the memories are coming back to you mad, and it's like I'm angry or something at the building. It's a weird feeling. And the people who can make the change, the people who can affect the change, make jokes about it. If the story's heard and it's addressed and we can stop making the joke of it, someone won't have to go through this one day. Someone can go to prison, do their time, they can rectify their mistake, they can get their second chance. We have to start thinking of it like that. They're people. They are just people. And no person deserves that.
Join families against incarceration rape today. There's nothing funny about this predatory behavior. We can help stop it. Thank you.